We're about to open up a whole can of primatology discussion. So sit your candy ass down, because it's monkey time, bitch. Gorilla Radio. Turn that shit to a reasonable volume so as to be considerate of others.
Monkeys go directly to hell.
Where are we gonna post this shit anyway?
True, we're just talking to the void, folks.
It's like episode 1 all over again. Wait, a really good bit would be for us to just redo
Apes in Space. Y'all,
that would be crazy.
Y'all heard about this fucking dog they sent to space? Isn't that crazy? Did you know they actually sent monkeys to space too?
All right, can we
Welcome
start
to episode 1 of Gorilla Radio Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 1 of Gorilla Radio Show.
The
only show on the internet where we're talking primates, pussy, and penis.
Was that really said in the first episode?
No, I don't remember what we said.
Said that. Okay,
we didn't have the same rapport we have now in that one.
Oh, true, yeah. We should go listen to that.
Let's start.
Do a live
break.
react.
No, clean break right
When
here.
did we start calling him gay?
I don't know. Probably episode 2.
Not episode 1 though.
Okay. Welcome everyone to episode 77 of Gorilla Radio Show in Exile.
Dun dun
Is it
dun.
episode 76?
No, we just did episode 76. That was
Okay.
We're in exile because Spotify is holding our RSS feed hostage. So we might just need to re-upload everything on a different RSS feed host, and there might be a Gorilla Radio Show on Apple Podcasts that goes up to episode 76, and a Gorilla Radio Show on Apple Podcasts that goes beyond episode 76.
Greg's raising his hand in the back. Did you have something to add there, Greg?
They cured baldness!
Did they? Have they?
I saw a thing yesterday. It was a tweet.
I didn't really expect you to say that, actually.
I saw a tweet yesterday.
I thought that would be an on-topic.
No, they made it was. It's so funny. They cured baldness. They're doing some kind of clinical trial. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. And I just thought it would be a good time to tell you all to watch the fuck out because I'm about to be back.
Yeah,
you're gonna be back.
So if they cure baldness, you would take the cure to baldness?
What do you mean? If there was a cure?
If there's
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You're not.
You're not bald and proud.
You're not going to be one of those
pride.
people who's like mad at people who take Ozempic.
No. So UCLA is running a clinical trial right now on people. It is in phase 2. It's some sort of molecule called PP405. And within 1 week, within 1 week of putting the this cream with this stuff in it, these people were growing hair.
He has some PP.
Terminal hairs.
Interesting. Like, does it restore hairlines as well? Or?
Yeah, my hairline is fine.
Well, no, I wasn't suggesting anything.
Greg?
I'm just wondering.
Anyway,
I'm wondering how
your hairline is fine.
I'm.
No. Put your head down.
No,
You believe that hairline is fine.
Oh, wait a minute!
Is it gone?
No, it's right here still. It's just receded a little bit, but it's.
But what I'm wondering
right
is
here
like,
on my forehead.
how far does it?
Wig
How far down does it bring the hair? Like, does it keep growing it on your forehead? Like,
That's where you rub it, you jackwagon.
What if
you rub it too low and you fuck your shit up?
I'm gonna rub it on my shaft and
become
only on my
like
shaft.
fucking become big?
Well, if I rub it too low, I just enter the final Mediterranean form, the final Latina form, which is I become Persian.
Right.
Okay, get a little unibrow action going.
Hey, speaking of that general fucking area, Chandran, thoughts?
I will fly, fight your plane for Pakistan.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, of course
so.
I'm allowed to do
Are you
that.
pro-Pakistan in this?
Am I pro-Pakistan? No, Jai Hind.
We did get a Patreon comment from Mars Vampire Adjacent saying, as of May 7th, 2025, do you stand by your comments about obliterating Pakistan?
I think I do. Yeah, I think.
All right, that's awesome. How's your dad feeling about this?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask.
I'd love to know your dad's thoughts.
My
on
dad
this.
is. Why would you ask my dad? I mean, you did actually see my dad recently.
No. Wait, did you say Chandran?
Yeah, of course.
Not you!
Why do we care?
I thought you were asking
Why
about
do we care what your dad?
I don't know. I was like, you don't want to know that, I'm sure.
I'm sure your dad has choice words for anybody.
Yeah, how
who's
does
white
fucking
and Italian.
Bullet Jimmy? What was his name? Jumpin' Jimmy. How the fuck does Jumpin' Jimmy feel
That is
about?
not his name, but anyways, continue.
Anyway, Chandran, what are your father's thoughts?
We talked about it for 30 seconds because he immediately got so heated. We could only talk about it for 30 seconds.
He's anti-ceasefire.
before we put a ban on the conversation. So I walked in. I come over to see my dad and my cousin, who is here from India right now. And, was almost the first topic of conversation that comes up. Because I'm like, oh, I saw earlier today that they signed a peace treaty, and I just saw a minute ago that India says Pakistan attacked them and broke the peace treaty. So, okay, that's the first thing I told them. And then we start talking about the jets, and they got shot down, and I'm like, I know that they definitely shot one down because France confirmed it, but then my dad and my cousin were like, no, they never shot anything down. That was all a lie. It's all Pakistani lies. It's all Pakistani lies. And I was like, hey, I'm not even saying they shot 3 down. I don't like, they might have
shot 5 down, by the way.
Yeah, I was like,
Pakistan ripped a new asshole into India.
Listen, Jai Hind. Listen, I don't know. I do know that, shout out China for supplying Pakistan with anti-air artillery and equipment.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole different world now
Chinese century,
with China just giving weapons to, like, everyone, you know?
Yup.
Like, they'll sell it to anyone, I think.
Here's my deal. What's the Pakistani equivalent of saying Jai Hind?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because I need
it. I'm talking to Pakistanis.
But I need
That's
it.
crazy.
But I need it. I need it. I'm gonna start. I think that's how I'm gonna get them to stop calling me.
Oh, the Indians
Yeah.
in Bangalore.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. But basically, the conversation about India Pakistan got so heated that we banned conversation about it.
In 30 seconds.
It went about 30 to 45 seconds. We immediately started getting at each other about the 1 fighter jet versus 3 fighter jet versus Pakistani lies versus my dad was like,
could 1 Indian fighter jet take down 100 Pakistani fighter jets?
This episode, my dad immediately told me about some news website that he gets all his news from, and I looked it up, and it's owned by some billionaire.
And it's like AI slop.
And it's almost certainly AI slop. And he's like, they're exposing the truth about Pakistan and all their lies.
I will say,
and I was like, dude,
things...
because my dad, every time I told my dad anything, he's like, you just watch the leftist news. You don't know anything. And I'm like,
you aren't watching.
I was reading Associated Press. I was reading Associated Press on my break at work. I was
news.
checking something. Associated Press. I had to explain to my dad that the Associated Press is like 150 years old. That they are like a not-for-profit cooperative like journalist union, and he was like, "Can't trust them."
I gotta be real with you. It's really hard to tell what news is real coming out of India because, like,
they've perfected faking news stories.
Not only that, but like here blanket statement. It is so fucking perfect with like ChatGPT slop. It's impossible to tell the fucking difference.
Hey, listen, a lot of ChatGPT was trained off Indian English.
Was it? Well,
just by sheer quantity of how much shit Indians are writing online.
I mean, I guess
only 30% of India is connected to the internet.
That's a lot of people.
That's still quite a lot of people.
That's the same amount of people.
16 million Indians get access to the internet every month.
You said 30. You said 30% of India.
Mm-hmm. Is on there right now.
Yeah.
16 million more get on the internet every month.
Ooh, yeah.
I see.
That's a lot of fucking Indians, man. We're winning, baby. We're winning.
What are you winning? What are you winning? What's the prize?
But speaking of
destruction, fucking chaos, nothing. We're leaving nothing in our wake.
So,
just do you feel sad for her?
I like the
ChatGPT generate image of crying grandma. Do you feel sad for her? Caption. Do you feel sad for her? Press like if you feel sad for crying grandma. That's what's left. That's what's left. That's my legacy, baby. That's my legacy. Giant.
Exponential growth of Indian shit posting.
But as is tradition on Guerrilla Radio Show, after our obligatory Indian geopolitics aside, we have to talk about the real important news coming out of India, the recent conflict lately.
Naturally.
Timesofindia.indiatimes.com.
We love Times of India, folks. I downloaded the app recently. You can download the Times of India app on the App Store.
What is going on the Times of India app?
Updates about the war. I don't know, man.
They posted a very important update on May 7th, and they said, High Court to Center State. Submit plans to check monkey menace. The Allahabad High Court addressed the escalating monkey menace in Uttar Pradesh, issuing notices to key authorities, including Animal Welfare Board of India and the UP government. The court seeks explanations by July 10th regarding existing measures and proposed action plans to tackle the increasing human-monkey conflict, hunger, and inhumane conditions faced by monkeys. Prayagraj. On a PIL highlighting monkey menace in the UP that... Wait, hold on. They're saying the same thing here. Okay. They love to repeat things here on the Times of India.
Well, you know, they're trying their best.
The court has directed the central and state to... That's the same paragraph again, just worded differently. Okay. Apart from the above authorities, a division bench comprising Chief Justice Arun Bansali, I think, Justice Kashidji... Kashidij?
I don't fucking know.
Kashidij?
Go ahead.
Justice Shailendra.
Okay.
Justice Shailendra also issued notices to the UP State Animal Welfare Board, Ghaziabad District Magistrate, Ghaziabad Nagar Nigam, Nagar Palika, Parishads of Loni Modi Nagar, Murad Nagar, Kota Makampur, Society for Prevention. Who are these people? Okay, why is it naming every member of the board?
I feel like it's probably that's what I hate about like local news stories from anywhere is they include
everyone shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Modi is doing a live address right now.
No, we can't watch this.
We can though.
No.
What's
Hold
Modi
on.
saying?
The Times of India also tweeted September 23rd, a troop of monkeys intervened to save a 6-year-old girl from a rape attempt. What? Is that true?
Let's find out. Searching up Times
That's
of
horrible.
India monkey. What a wonderful revelation. Okay, my daughter would have been dead by now when a monkey attacked in Uttar Pradesh.
Wait, if the monkeys are like saving people like vigilante heroes, what's the problem?
Uttar Pradesh's foiled man's bid to rape 6-year-old girl.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. He lured her into an abandoned home but fled when the monkeys attacked him. This happened last year.
A few monkeys aggressively rushed him and forced him to flee. Is this true?
This can't be true.
Okay, sure. That you know.
Maybe I guess I don't
you know
know.
who that was? That was what's his face?
Hanuman?
That was him. That was him. He saved that little girl from the murder.
You know what? I suppose he did.
Okay.
What's Modi saying? Modi like
I don't know. I don't speak fucking Hindi. You need to translate.
I don't speak Hindi.
I don't think. Okay.
I have to say, his teeth are fucking atrocious.
He's doing the
He's
best
old.
he can. Oh, he said Pakistan. Oh, he's gonna mop him up.
I don't think that's what he said.
I think that's what he said.
Okay.
He's like, he's
so-
I'm
speaking
translating
like-
right now. I was translating.
No. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading the article about the monkey menace in. Shit, where is this? What is UP?
Uttar Pradesh.
Oh, Uttar Pradesh. Where is that in India?
North India.
North India. Okay, so the
Very
monkey
close.
menace.
Actually, very close to the border of Pakistan.
Do you think like, what if they got involved in the fighting somehow?
The monkeys in Uttar Pradesh.
Yeah, I don't know. Would that be funny?
Yeah.
Is this anything?
It would be funny, I guess. We should.
I can't tell what he's fucking saying.
Because he's speaking a different language.
Yeah, what do you
Greg.
mean, Greg?
What do you mean? Because he's not just slurring his
Let me
words.
continue.
He's speaking a different language.
reading from the Times of India. The petition sought directions for preparing an urgent action plan, adequate infirmaries, veterinary care centers, adequate transport and rescue vans, and relocation to forest areas, adequate provisions of food, and setting up a 24/7 grievance helpline portal. Appearing for the petitioners, their counsel told the court that the severity of the issue had almost reached the vertex, with every quarter of the public, including the elderly, women and children, were affected by a large population of monkeys. But they aren't exactly, like, elaborating on what the problem... I guess, like, the monkeys are, like, attacking people, but allegedly it's increasing in severity. I wish they had a bit more details, but, I mean, we've talked about this at length, about the forthcoming monkey-human war.
Yes,
where
yes.
all around the world, everywhere,
All around the world!
coming to America soon, actually. Once the
India?
population in once the macaque population in Florida spreads.
Here's the deal. I'm trying to find this article on Times of India without you giving me the link. And let me fucking tell you. Everything I click on, doesn't matter what the article is I have never seen a country more captured by propaganda in my fucking life.
Even America?
Even America, this is the most blatant shit I've ever seen. Every single fucking article, doesn't matter if it's about cricket or if it's about the goddamn weather. They're like, by the way, our glorious fucking leader, Modi, has made sure that no Pakistani can breathe. Like, it's like every single article is like this.
You know what?
What is going on in that country?
Okay,
Jai Hind.
So
besides, brother.
Besides the alleged heroic monkeys from last year, I guess also in January, it's from ndtv.com, viral video, chaos in the Uttar Pradesh mall as monkey attacks women. Sorry,
Women.
I thought it was women plural, but I realized halfway through. And anyways,
women is already plural.
No, but it was
woman singular.
One woman was attacked by a monkey.
Yes. Anyways, this woman was attacked and her shoe was stolen.
That's not newsworthy.
Allegedly it's newsworthy, but like this is what I'm.
A lot of these monkey stories out of India are just not newsworthy.
Okay, this is a monkey on a guy's back. They are just
around, I want to see.
Yeah, it's just a video of some monkeys like walking around this department store with some guy.
That's awesome.
It's just like attacking people randomly.
That's awesome.
That's what they get for being.
Well, why are they surrounding it? They just leave it alone.
They're attacking. They are attacking him.
They're gonna fucking curb stomp it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, like here's the thing. Oh, jeez! Did you see it leap?
Yeah.
I thought that was on a person.
How come they're always milling around?
The monkeys?
There's nowhere else to go. They just gotta mill around.
This guy just tried slapping the monkey.
One of the first things that got like quote tweeted after like this, because it was like a video of like missiles in the sky, and it's the middle of the fucking night. And the first quote tweet is like, why are they always milling around? It was the middle of the night. There were thousands of people just like wandering in the road. Like, what?
They're going places.
People go to bed?
They
go
like
to bed?
be a part of things.
Yeah, they got things to do.
It's like when the old Italian men like to watch the construction on the side of the road.
This is so many of them. Like, they're just milling around. And
there's
it's not
a lot
just
of
India.
people there, man.
It's not just India. It's Pakistan, too, because it's for the same, both sides of videos. There'd be missiles coming towards you or going away. But there's still, like, every time the sky lights up, you see out into the distance, and it's just dudes just standing there. Just like
they want to see what's going on. You wouldn't be curious?
Yeah, I'm going out there. You know, hey, there's missiles shooting. Want to go see some missiles? Like, hell yeah, I want to see some missiles.
So, yeah.
Those missiles are going to go kill our neighbors.
My sworn enemy, Pakistan or India. Depends. Jai Hind.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, here's a Gizmodo article from 2019.
Whoa, Gizmodo. I love Gizmodo. They're my favorite news source, actually.
From Ridhaban Mukherjee. I guess that's how you say that.
God damn, it literally means, like, hail India?
Does it?
Yeah.
Yes!
Is that his name? Oh, my God.
No, dumbass, Jai Hind.
Oh, no.
Mukherjee just means Mukherjee. It's a name.
Well, you said it after I said the guy's name. Anyway.
Jai Hind.
Anyways, so this article is called India's Monkeys Keep Killing People. So scientists are trying radical new sterilization strategies. One evening last November, this is 2019 though, a young woman named Neha, was feeding her infant son inside their house in Runkata, a small town in the outskirts of Agra, India. Suddenly, a monkey broke into the house, snatched the baby boy from her arms, and made away with him. Neighbors chased the unexpected kidnapper with stones, but to their horror, the baby was soon found lying blood-soaked on a nearby terrace. Okay, here's the thing. You're throwing rocks at the baby too. just pointing that out really quick before
pelting my baby with rocks to save.
Yeah, I feel like there's safer ways to recover the baby. But despite being rushed to the hospital, Arush, who was 12 days old, did not survive. Perhaps this sounds like a freak tragedy, a rare case of a wild animal behaving outside its natural order, but truthfully, there was nothing especially rare about this incident.
I just found out that there was a Waffen SS division made up of Indians.
There was.
I mean, I'd imagine. Yeah.
The goddamn Indian fucking... The Free India Legion.
Lord.
And don't worry. They did do all the war crimes. It's in here.
Ooh, exciting.
This article continues. I can't believe we haven't found this article sooner. Less than a month before, in nearby Tikri, a 72-year-old man was stoned to death as he was scavenging for dry wood when a troop of monkeys on the surrounding treetops rained bricks at him after picking them up from a nearby construction area.
What?
Yeah, these monkeys stoned a guy to death. What the fuck?
That's awesome.
Die, bitch. For shame, for shame. He who is without sin cast the first stone. It's me. What's going on?
In Himachal Pradesh, 86 cases of monkey attacks were registered with the state government from 2017 to 2018. In one strange incident, a monkey was spotted playfully showering fistfuls of cash at passing strangers from a treetop in Shimla after picking up over 10,000 rupees from a nearby home. What the fuck? This has also been reported in Tamil Nadu and Odisha.
Ooh, Tamil Nadu. Shout out Tamil Nadu.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, okay. Here's the thing. I didn't realize they were actually killing people.
They're killing people out there.
I did not realize they were... Look, I knew they, bit primarily tourists, but apparently it's not just tourists. I mean, here's the thing. We've talked about this at length. When you have population... Greg took a picture of us next to Modi on the Riverside recording. So...
Hey, here's a question for you. How are you finding good Indian news stories about monkeys? Because I typed in India monkey and then clicked news on Google, and oh boy. It's a lot of just shit about monkeypox and Dev Patel.
Well, I Googled the specific area. And
do you want to break some news, though, real quick?
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
So, breaking news. Endangered monkey rescued in Vallejo today is now recovering at the Oakland Zoo. An endangered spider monkey found during a narcotics bust last week is now recovering at the Oakland Zoo.
Narcotics I'm telling you, there's a correlation. There's a correlation, people.
Another piece of data for
the female spider monkey. The female spider monkey named Violetta is around 18 months old. She was in decent condition, but is already on calcium supplements and UV light treatment. So I'm going to say not that great.
Yeah, Jesus, what the hell?
UV light stopped a vehicle in an unincorporated area and uncovered approximately half a pound of methamphetamine. The monkey, $2,000 in cash, and 2 live rattlesnakes. Oh, and also another pound of meth.
Additionally.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Look, here's what I'll say. We've talked about this. I think it was episode 70, our episode Drug Cartels Do Not Exist. They found some guy in a car smuggling exotic animals along with 1.5 pounds of meth. I'm just saying, if you've seen our episodes, you know what I'm getting at here. There's a correlation between these two activities. I don't know. I'm not even sure why. I mean, we've talked about it at length. We've theorized, but we won't need to rehash it. But very interesting. But as I was saying before, regarding specifically the monkey deaths in India and this, it's really weird because only so many articles are breaking the barrier and making it in English news. But with a population growing as quickly and industrializing as quickly as India, they're cutting into primate habitats very quickly. This is happening all across the world, though, but I imagine just faster in India.
Here we go. Here's some news for you. Tamil Nadu sees high risk of monkeypox outbreak.
Yay! I'm about to go there. Wow.
I can't remember. The monkeys aren't really typically the carriers.
Don't I have to have gay sex for that?
Yeah, it's
Well,
usually...
you're at risk.
I think it came from monkeys, but it's primarily being spread by humans now.
Listen, if I have unprotected gay sex in India...
Oh, yeah.
You were trying to kill yourself.
I mean, like...
yeah, that might be...
I mean...
I don't know.
Peace, love, India. Love all my
What? I'm on the New Indian Express now, and it really wants me to allow notifications. It's asked 3 times.
Please give me notifications. Please.
Here we go. We can look at
I
states.
will not abuse
we can
my
just look at
comments.
states. Your family's from Tamil Nadu, right?
Yeah. Sure.
All right, we're going to click on the New Indian Express Tamu. Whoa!
Tamu.
Watch
Tamu.
out. Stalin's Mission 2020.
Yeah, Stalin's
Whoa.
the governor.
I forgot about that. Jesus.
Yeah, no, Stalin and Hitler are very common surnames in India.
What's a
Such
what's a
such a
crore?
crazy world.
It's a unit of measurement from
How
money.
many goddamn
I don't
rupees is that?
remember. It's weird. It's like based on 10,000s. There's like lakhs and crores and shit. It's weird. It's like maybe
Did they not use a base 10 fucking number system?
It's weird, dude. They don't use millions. They don't use millions or trillion. They don't know. They do lakhs and crores, and then they do like lakh crore or crore. It's fucked up. It sucks.
All right, whatever. They're building a new rail line.
Cool.
Yay.
I'm trying to find some monkey news.
Okay,
here.
no.
Hold on.
Well,
We need
while
more
you're
rails in
searching for
India.
monkey news, I don't know that there's going to be much. Again, I just want to reiterate,
Folks, we haven't even got to the real
the
fucking point of the episode yet.
the
We
primates.
really haven't.
Yeah, not really, but primates they go in search of food, and at this point, their best option is the garbage cans.
Will you
or like market
will-
stalls of human settlements?
when the monkey pest problem officially becomes saturated to the point where your only use for your degree will be to become a monkey exterminator, hunting down monkeys in
I think
the
I'm gonna
Georgia
be
Florida line.
I'm gonna be the.
Is that how you're going to use your degree? In the
I think
future?
I'm gonna be a conscientious objector. But
okay. So you're
I've
not
been
gonna
saying this
start
for a
up-
while, but like 100 years from now, there's gonna be genuine conflicts between like the stuff you're seeing in Thailand
You
and
know
India
what? You
gonna
should
be
jump
happening in
in on.
America.
You should jump on this, Austin. You should.
We're going to war with Pakistan too.
You should get a.
No.
We should get a van. Send you down to Florida to start a monkey catching business, and you can catch them and
Where do we put them?
experiment with them.
We're not even talking enough about how Stalin's hair is crazy.
So listen, I don't know what Stalin's hair looks like. Sorry.
Crazy.
But with that being said, the other part of this episode we want to talk about, besides India, and I feel like this is all local. If any one of our listeners is in India and they have juicy monkey reports to share with us, please do call our phone number. You know the phone number. Just go back like an episode and it's in there. But with that being said, the past 2 weeks, all month really, we haven't been able to make an episode about it, and it's probably for the best because this got old very fast. But for the past 2 weeks, everyone in my life who knows what I do has asked me to weigh in on, could 100 men kill one gorilla? Or beat one gorilla in a fight?
All right, Austin, let's hear it.
I think 100 men is too many for the gorilla to handle. Yeah, not all of you are making it out alive or even unscathed. Like, most of you are getting severely hurt. But, like, 100, like, at the very least, like, 25 dudes just meat pile him with their corpse, and, like, 100 dudes it's a lot. I mean, it's not that much. People have pointed out that 100 dudes isn't even that much, but, like, it's enough to take down one gorilla.
What would be the method to actually take down a gorilla? Barehanded, right?
I mean,
What are we doing? We're poking its eyes out?
You gotta get like a
It's
lot of people to
jerking
jump
off?
on his back.
Here's
you gotta
the
jump
thing.
on his back.
Here's the thing. It's going to be a really long and painful and drawn out and just a horrific process for both sides. Because, like, a gorilla has a thick skull, strong spine. You're not going to be able to just, like...
Do
break
anything
it.
to
You're
it.
probably not... Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to, like... You could try to suffocate it for, like, an hour with,
Well,
like,
it's
all of your
gonna bite
bodies.
you though.
Yeah, but if you want to win, there's going to be some sacrifice involved.
Like a whole arm. Like, he'll bite your arm off.
And several guys are going to have to die for this. But,
Like, I think the best way to do... Like, it has to be, like, human wave attacks. Like, you have to rush them like you're rushing German...
Are we just, like, throwing body shots until the gorilla just,
No, I think you gotta
gets
get people to
tired?
jump on... You gotta jump on his back. You
I
gotta
don't
get
think
him on the ground.
punches and, like, grappling is going to do anything.
What are we doing?
Are you gonna
You just
tie him
gotta
out somehow?
overload-
Okay, what does that mean? Okay,
But
we
overwhelm
are
them
on the
how?
battlefield right now. We are fighting this gorilla. We're gonna run up to that gorilla. What's step 2?
Just throw yourself with reckless abandon. Abandon
Like
all...
we're moshing?
Abandon all human conceptions of conflict and just deal damage from something primal and angry within you, okay? That's the only way you're making it out of this. But I do think you're making it out of... Well, not all of you.
What if you kicked it in the dick really
That's what I
hard?
was thinking. Like so if I'm going up with the gorilla, I'm going for the eyes, I'm going for the dick. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm running
for the
up
weak
behind
point.
it.
Right.
I am like
I'm running up
overhand
behind it,
fist,
and
just
I'm
like
kicking it in the
smashing
dick.
myself into the gorilla. I'm kicking it. I'm
I
kneeing it.
don't... See, but
And
I
I'm
don't-
doing body shots, dude. I'm trying to tire him out. I know my place.
I mean,
as like
yeah.
fucking chaff.
You're gonna look like fucking invincible by the end of it. Like, both your arms broken, headbutting the gorilla to death. But,
Yeah.
Like, can I run up behind it and kick it in the balls really hard? Would it pass out?
I don't think so, no. I don't believe so.
I also wonder how much like actual...
They bite each other, they castrate each other in fights in the wild. I mean, that's chimpanzees, but...
They do?
Mostly chimpanzees do that. I don't know
What?
if gorillas do that. Yeah, no, chimpanzees... Well, I mean, that's a big thing. That's why they don't sag as gracefully as humans do, is because one way to, like, fight another primate is to, like, go for their most valuable resource, which is their ability to produce offspring. And so chimps will just rush at you and bite your genitals off. We've talked about this.
So are you saying that I have to bite the gorilla's dick off?
It's a possibility. You're gonna have to get real down and dirty with
Okay,
it.
let's say, Austin, if we were in this situation in real life, how long would it take you to say this? Because that seems like critical information. Go for the dick.
He's
That's-
useless.
Like, oh, hey, guys,
okay, but here's
100
my
people
thing.
randomly spawn into a
I
fucking
don't think
room
you can
with
plan
the
this.
gorilla.
I think no matter what your plan is, the gorilla is going to eschew those expectations.
I
And
Come
think
and
the
chop it.
gorilla. I think
and
the
force
gorilla
you to
is
adapt with
killing-
it. You need to
I
be
think
flexible.
The gorilla's killing minimum 30 people.
Right. I do think
Mid-
he's like
30, 40,
severely
50
maiming.
higher.
The more we
most of
talk
you.
about it, the more I'm convinced the gorilla will win.
I also am like,
I don't think
Could
there's
you- I
any
think
way
we
the
consider
gorilla
count-
is
you gotta-
surviving.
human
But
fear. The first guy to run in there and get swatted aside like the Hulk, like everybody else is gonna be like, I'm not fucking going
Like,
into
we're
that.
also,
okay.
the hypothetical
But here's
also
the
means
problem.
like, okay, 100 men with a will to die.
Yeah, who are like ready and willing to die and don't feel pain.
yeah, we have to. In this hypothetical, if we're including fear in the mix, then like it's hard to say because the gorilla also isn't going to want to like square up with 100 people. He's going to run. He's going to be scared. Like,
Well, and then we
he's-
can use our evolutionary toolkit and just run him
Hunt him
down
down.
until he passes out,
True.
I mean, I suppose. I mean,
True.
look. Here's the thing. It's
and then beat
like,
him to death with rocks.
I mean, maybe in a natural
Are
setting, in a
rocks-
natural
if rocks-
environment,
okay.
100 men face down a gorilla. They start screaming and throwing shit at him and like going like, "We're gonna kill
As
you, gorilla! We're gonna
always-
kill you!"
Look.
And the gorilla gets scared, runs away, and then we chase him down for like 30 hours. We take shifts. You know, we're
Okay,
hydrating.
here's the thing though.
We got our Fitbit on. Count those steps.
As always, we've talked about. I think episode
13,000 steps.
Remember
ran that
episode
fucking gorilla
23
down.
when we had people on to talk about fighting a chimpanzee? Because this has been a. We've done like.
Remember how much money we paid for that one?
No. That was. We've done like 3 episodes.
We should have 100 people on the episode to argue about it.
Yeah,
That would be really fun.
100 people versus GRS. Who would win?
I want you to know that Modi is still fucking going.
He's going.
He is
Yeah, we have it on the
he's
background too.
saluted like every fucking 5 seconds. I don't know what he's doing.
I'd
He's
imagine
dead.
not. He's saying
He's
looks
actually.
he
Oh
looks
wait,
like
hold on.
someone's
He's actually
evil
weighing
grandma.
out the debate right now. He's saying that 100 men could kill a gorilla
But only if they were
if
Indian.
those men were Indian.
I see.
Because those men would be united.
Someone just sent a monkey emoji in the YouTube chat.
That's probably racist.
Yeah, that's probably racist, actually.
Wait, you're on the YouTube? You're watching this?
That's
on
definitely
YouTube?
racist.
His profile
Yeah, watch
is
it
just
on-
a burger.
Watch this on YouTube.
I'm watching this shit on the Times of India website. It's
Well-
very jarring to have like I'm on Indian news and on the corner it's like my local Subaru dealership is the ad.
What is this
That's
message? It
globalization,
says Islam X I slam check
Yeah.
mark. What does that mean?
Why is Pakistan so poor? Why is Pakistan so poor?
Yeah, like why are they spamming these
How
messages?
are you even watching
Who
this
is
on
for?
YouTube?
It's just on YouTube, man.
Yeah, just on YouTube. That's crazy. Anyways, where were we? Oh
Well-
yeah. So back to what I was.
But if
No, no, no,
100
hold
of those
on.
men were Pakistani, they could
Hold on, I gotta
not
look at- I
fight
gotta
the
look at this.
gorilla.
No, okay.
This is
As
like a
al-
burger in a cup, a cow, and a shit emoji.
A burger, a cup of cow, a shit emoji.
Okay, so as I was saying, as always with these debates, we've gone over this at least in 3 other episodes. That's how much we talk about this. This is how much it's like everybody in America has weighed in on this debate at some point in their lives, I think.
You have to.
I don't know why it is such a stringent, like important, integral part of American life for every couple of months to talk about, dude, could you beat a chimp? Could you beat a gorilla? It's like every other month at this point.
But it's new
But-
this time. Because it's 100 men.
Right. But
It's 100
as
men.
always, it will depend on the circumstances.
100 Pakistanis would
No,
simply
no, no,
bow
no, no, no.
down.
What is the average build of the men? What is the venue in which this fight is taking place?
Roman
Is-
Coliseum.
Are there any
Well, that's the
rocks?
Americans.
Are they allowed to pick up any rocks? Are they allowed to chase him down?
There is one spear halfway in between both parties.
Well, the gorilla can't use the spear.
But he might pick it up.
He might pick it up. It's possible.
Behind both groups is an ever-encroaching wall of spikes. They have to approach each other.
They must. Yeah, they're locked in.
Well, at that point, I feel like they could just force the gorilla into the spikes. But like, see, you see how it changes with the scenarios? I mean, obviously, it's just a fun, thought experiment to talk about, dude. And like, it's good, like, beer talk or something.
I
but-
love to drink beer and talk about gorillas.
But so many people have asked me to weigh in, and I'm just like, man, I don't know. The 100 people are gonna win because it's more people. It's too many for a gorilla.
It's the action economy, folks. They get more actions.
He doesn't
The
do
100
it,
men
by
get
the
more
way.
actions.
What?
Do what?
Modi doesn't do it.
Do what? Lie. True. First real honest politician.
He's holding it, though. He's holding it here. He wants to, like,
Close
whip it
out of the Modi video, Greg.
Why is he always wearing... He's dressed like racist Mao.
That's a
Isn't that kind of his appeal?
Gujarati dress. It's a very it's like
that feels very much like his appeal. Is that he's racist?
He's
now.
racist Mao.
Racist Mao.
He's
That
racist
is
Mao,
the
but he's
whole
not
thing.
improving living standards at all.
Not at all.
Well, like,
but hey, new money.
so like, I don't think this debate will ever be at rest. We're gonna have to keep addressing this like every other episode for the rest of our lives.
How do
for
we
as
get
long
to the
as we do
source
this.
of who creates these things? Because we need to start creating them and then guiding them.
Dude,
Who's doing it?
we gotta get in on that. I saw someone get like 400,000 likes for being like, yeah, I've got a primatology degree. Here's what I think. It's like, hey, I do that. Why don't I get my 400,000 likes?
You gotta make a tweet about it.
I try to make tweets about it.
You
but they
gotta
don't-
use your clout.
I try, Greg. I try every day.
We gotta
Have you tried
do like
showing a little ass or
Twitter poll primate.
You know what? You know what's funny, Greg?
Bracket.
You
Horse
keep
race test butt chip.
What?
versus
You need-
gorilla.
What?
You keep telling me to use my clout. The other day, I made a tweet about Grand Theft Auto 5, and an account with 500 followers stole my tweet word for word and got 200,000 likes.
What?
Yes, this is what I mean. It's I can't do anything about it, man.
Buy Twitter Blue.
No, it's not even that. That person didn't have Twitter Blue either. I don't know what's happening to me algorithmically. I don't know what is dictating any of
falling off.
this.
You're
System's
falling off.
rigged.
We should try.
It's because all of the For You page on Twitter now is just fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they have time to recommend. Nazis and bot accounts. if your account was made within the last 6
Look,
months,
this is the Lobi century.
or
this is the century
you are
of the
actively
Lobi.
a white
Lobi.
supremacist.
The Lobis are inheriting the Earth.
You know
currently,
what?
as we speak.
We knew it was gonna happen.
Clout doesn't matter anymore.
So many people have to die.
The Lobis?
The Lobis, dude. How many white people are in the world?
I think
white people Wikipedia page.
There's a white people Wikipedia page.
There's a Wikipedia page titled "White People."
I got it.
White is a racial classification of people generally used for those of predominantly European ancestry. It is also a skin color specifier, although the definition can vary depending on context, nationality, ethnicity, and point of view. So true. Okay, how many of them are there? Modern racial hierarchies, scientific racism.
Why are you're like this is like what I spent the last 2 years learning with my
Census.
anthropology degree. It's like the origin of racism, and you're just like skimming the Wikipedia article. Like what?
What? Fuck. Okay.
What?
4.5 white South Africans.
Only 4.5. Thank God.
Okay.
Only 4.5 of them.
Add
in
those
total.
guys to the list. There's some white people in Zimbabwe and Kenya, but it's like 3, so it's fine. They're fine.
You're not giving like
Australia.
you're not adding
all of them
zeros.
have to
You just
go.
keep saying one number.
Australia
Are you
has to
talking
go.
millions or thousands?
Oh, 34,000. 42,000.
Why?
There's like
white
no
people
white
in
people.
Zimbabwe. Those are Rhodesians.
Okay, never mind. We're getting
Oh,
rid of them
yeah.
too. We're getting rid of them too. Just all of Australia. New Zealand too. Yeah, all the white people in New Zealand. They don't need that. They should be down there. France, yup. Malta. Actually, I'm gonna say no for Malta.
How did we get on this topic? We were talking about the gorilla.
I'm gonna say we keep Malta white people just for fun, just because people do judge. UK, yup, all of them. Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, England, all of them.
That's crazy. What about Kneecap? What about the Irish band Kneecap? I think they
Never heard of them. Bye. Cuba, white Cuba. Main article: white Cubans. There's a white Cubans Wikipedia article. All those too.
Well, I mean, I agree with that actually.
Okay. Anyway,
what are we
there's-
talking about here? Where are
I
we?
don't know why we got on this,
No, obviously we don't support depopulation. That was a joke from Greg. But
kill Whitey.
but how the fuck did we even get on this? We were talking about the gorilla.
I don't remember, Greg. We can't hear you.
Well, Greg's talking. Greg had to take a phone call.
Oh, Greg's taking a phone call.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with this hypothetical. We've got to find a way to be like cultural tastemakers for primate fights.
True.
We've got to find a way to like.
We need to
Be
see.
like,
Okay.
could 100 chimpanzees watch gorilla radio show? What? Yeah.
What?
No, that would never work.
Click
thing is-
this link, sad gorilla. Save a sad gorilla. Click this link. And ChatGPT, generate sad gorilla. ChatGPT, generate QR code for sad gorilla.
We got to make a gorilla. The closest we ever got was probably our QR codes, but like that didn't like that was just our thing. It,
That's
like,
our thing.
Like it didn't like take off.
We should make a GRS Facebook account. Give it to ChatGPT. Just say ChatGPT. Use this account like you're an Indian scammer, and then watch the fucking big bucks roll in, baby.
I think that.
Corn dogs.
I think that we just got to keep this podcast going for long enough until we can get like a viral clip of us talking about gorillas in some way, and it'll just be the viral gorilla topic for the month. We just got to keep going until
gotta
that
keep
wins.
grinding. Keep grinding.
We like it's. I'm convinced at this point it's completely random. There was no reason for like. Why did that tweet about the guy who said, "What if you were eating at Wingstop and a gorilla just came up and fucked you raw?" Why did that go viral?
It's funny.
I mean, okay, that is funny. But like,
That's the issue, guys. Fuck. We realized it. We're not funny.
We're funny. We got funny
No,
moments.
no, we're not funny.
We got funny moments.
We're not going viral because we're not funny. If we were funny, we would go viral.
We do got to be funnier, but
do gotta be funnier.
like
ChatGPT, generate me chimp boobies.
I think we just got to keep plugging away, and something's gonna hit.
We need to start clickbaiting.
One of them's gonna be like a Barry Bonds home run. We're gonna knock it out of the park, and we're gonna coast off this shit forever. But with that being said,
Could 100 corn dogs kill themselves? Y'all can hear corn dog in the back meowing, screaming for dinner.
well, here's the thing: our viewers have sent in some really good hypotheticals. Like, most of them are about eating gorillas, which is like maybe a bit too psychotic to go viral.
I don't think that's gonna go viral, but.
Why did gorilla stew not go viral?
What if we get like a fucking cutting board, and we throw some steak on there, and we make I'm eating gorilla meat. I just do a video like, this is the most dense form of protein. If you eat this gorilla meat, you will get big and strong, and you'll be healthy.
And like we ate chimp chow.
We ate chimp chow.
Why
did we do that?
What's wrong? What are we doing wrong here?
We should do that again. We should remaster that and do it again.
No, we shouldn't do that again. I'm just saying, folks. We've done plenty of outrageous things.
We ate chim chow, and
we're not getting. It's not picking up. It's not picking up, folks. We don't know. We don't know what's happening here. Our best people are looking into it.
Yeah, we're cooked, folks. We're cooked.
No, but I mean, with that being said, like,
welcome to episode 1 of Gorilla Radio.
No, I mean we've had decent success for a podcast about monkeys.
I think so. I think,
I mean, we've got a couple $100 coming in a month on Patreon.
They go straight into a bank account. We got a bank account.
We got a
money
bank
in
account. Like, so it's not like we're unsuccessful. It's just
why can't we be rich and famous?
Sometimes I see these gorilla hypotheticals, and I see people talking about it at work, and I'm like, man, that should be me. That should be what I'm
talking about me right now.
They should be talking about me right now. No. I don't know. I think maybe I'm gonna have to do something drastic. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go out there and actually get in the ring with a gorilla.
Fuck, you might have to do that.
I think that's all that's left. I think this well is running dry, and we need to take it to its logical conclusion before anyone else does.
Where's the nearest gorilla?
Ethics aside, sacrificing my entire career, I'll never be accepted in the primatological community
nearest
again.
Gorilla enclosure.
The Riverbanks Zoo and Garden.
Interesting.
I think we're gonna have to do it. I think we've been left little to no choice in the matter.
They got a lowland gorilla.
They do?
What juvenile gorillas like?
I'd actually be down to go to the Riverbank Zoo. We could start doing episodes.
You want to go fight this gorilla?
No.
Listen, that's how we're. You said it. We'll throw you in there.
We could start...
Imagine the ending of this show just being like a full circle moment. Throw in a little baby in an enclosure with a gorilla.
Oh God.
We should.
What if that's what we need? What if we need to finally address it?
Oh no.
I've said repeatedly, if we're gonna ever do it, it has to be on episode 100, and then we never acknowledge that episode again.
What? Okay. Imagine this. We might have to cut this out or bleep this out, because we might do this in real life. What if we went to the Riverbank Zoo and put a baby in the gorilla enclosure?
No! What do you mean? Of course not! What do you... He said throw it up... No! Okay.
But that would be what we need to go viral.
This episode has been a bit directionless. I don't know. We're just chilling right now. I'm trying to get a job at a zoo, which I imagine this podcast probably isn't helping that.
No, that's why they keep rejecting you. They look your name up.
I will say,
like, oh,
I did get an interview, and it was for like that temp position. And they were like, yeah, when zoos get applications from people, no matter how much experience they have, if they don't have experience at an AZA accredited institution, they throw away your resume unless it's like a temporary part-time position. And I think that's been my problem is like, how are you supposed to get a job in the animal care field if the requirements for getting a job in the animal care field are to have worked in the animal care fields.
It's a catch-22. It's a catch-22.
This is
There's no way
I don't
around
know
it.
how many of our listeners are familiar with this strife. I don't know how many of you are hopeful, are currently in the animal care industry. I don't know how many of you are zookeepers, if any of you at all, but like this is a genuine problem, is that as we've seen with the constant viral gorilla trends, it's a very popular job to want to work directly with exotic animals. And there's a lot of wackos out there who want to work with exotic animals. So the barrier to entry is very high, and they have to be very selective. So, like, even though I got my master's, it feels like I've got a long hill to climb here. And Ed's friend told me that he was trying to work at the Raptor Center, I think, and they wanted him to pay them monthly to work there.
So true.
Like
I love
that is
to
the
pay to work.
state. That is the state of this field, and what it's producing primarily is people who are just like
Insane people.
already independently wealthy, or like I think that's just what it is. Like, who else has the free time and money to just be like, oh yeah, it's okay, I'll volunteer at your zoo for for a year straight, and then maybe you'll hire me for minimum wage. Like,
Yippee.
that is the entry to the zoological field, and it sucks, but like I think the Milwaukee Zoo has a...
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I started teaching human children without a teaching license. I'm going to get my teaching license this summer. I've been teaching for 3 years.
I mean, teachers are
They
also...
put me in a
but here's the
room
thing.
with 20 children and closed the door. I was like,
teachers
yeah.
are in higher demand than zookeepers. Is
True.
part of the problem.
True.
So, like, I guess I knew what I was getting into. I knew the path that I chose, but it's frustrating because
They should
like,
put some of those people who want to go work with the monkeys, just
It-
put them in
it's-
like the elementary school.
it's not like this is a unique thing. It's been talked about for years, where this field relies on exploitation. All capitalist industry relies on exploitation, granted, but like this field especially. And I mean, it sucks because it's like, sorry, regardless, I still want to work in this field. It's like I don't know. It's just what's the out here? How does this get fixed? Less people wanting to work for zoos, opening more zoos. How much need is there truly for like 1,000 zoos in a country? You know,
And you want to be a nature preschool instructor?
for $12 an hour, I don't think I could make that rent work anywhere in America, even South Carolina.
And we're back.
Hey, welcome back, Greg. We started talking about the state of the animal care
What happened to you?
job market.
What happened to me?
Yeah, who are you talking to?
Oh, Jaden.
But yeah, so Greg, we've talked about a lot of things in this episode, a wide variety of things. But
One might call it directionless.
By the way,
I
he's
Being a director of
prefer
development.
I prefer the term loose cannon. I prefer the term unscripted, unfiltered.
They're
you
saying
know.
that white boy's going postal.
This would be such a great job, honestly. Just
Going
driving
postal?
the tram around the zoo for $11 an hour. Yeah, I would like
Dude,
die,
$11 an
but-
hour, unlimited cigarettes, and like a 6-pack every 2 days. And like, really, that's all I need.
Like, honestly, sometimes I think about, like,
Where?
what if I just
This is in
stopped?
Columbia, South Carolina. You're not going to be able to afford to live in Columbia.
Hold
off
on, I don't need
$11 an
to.
hour.
I can go live in the Congaree in a hut.
Okay. But yeah, no, we've talked about a lot of things, and we didn't spiral about politics this time. Even
What are
though
you
we talked-
talking about? This whole episode we've been spiraling about. I have.
Well, we were just talking about
No, I'm actually totally fine about the war.
it.
I
has-
am too.
it has-
There's
it
a
has-
ceasefire.
It's
It's
so
fine.
intriguing and so
The
intriguing.
ceasefire that got broken like 3 hours after it got declared?
It's been broken about a dozen times.
Okay, never mind then. Well,
It's not like I'm going to India or anything.
When are
anytime
you going
soon.
to India?
I'm going to India.
I wouldn't
July.
describe this episode as spiraling. I just
They're gonna
think
draft
we've
your
been
ass.
unfocused.
I leave for India July 5th.
They're gonna draft
So-
your ass. When are you coming back?
August 5th.
Chandler's missing my birthday again, everyone.
Damn. Wait, are you actually? I didn't know that.
July 5th to August 5th, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well,
Chandron's missing my birthday.
I didn't miss your birthday last time.
No, you
I was
didn't miss
there.
it last time.
I
What?
missed it
That
because I was
one-
in
one for
Thailand.
4?
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I haven't been at your
How long
birthday.
have we known each
You've
other?
been at
Also-
0 of my birthdays.
Consider that.
When is your birthday again? I was just fucking there, actually. You
Hey,
dickwad.
yourself.
Your birthday was like right around when I was there.
That's true, actually.
That
You
is
were
true.
there
That
for
is
my
why
birthday
Greg came
party.
down, yeah.
That is
you were
that's
there for
literally
my
why I was there. Fuck you. We had a birthday dinner.
birthday. Hey, I cooked you a birthday dinner. Okay,
I helped.
you did.
I cut
But,
the goddamn vegetables up.
Okay, but Greg, let's end on a positive note.
Right.
Do you have something to say to the city of Chicago?
You know, everyone, this has been a long time coming, and I do have to just make a blanket apology to the city of Chicago for quite literally everything I've ever said about it, ever. So, wonderful town you guys have. The wet sandwich is still garbage, all right? It's bad. The pizza is good. The walkable urban fabric, perfect. The public transit, filthy, just the way I like. The price of said filthy urban transit, impeccable. $15 for 3 days of unlimited rides. At least I think that's what it was. I was getting on the
Something
train.
like that.
Wrigley Field, magical, beautiful. The alcoholism present in every single resident of that city, amazing, wonderful.
Bars
wouldn't.
open until 4 a.m.
Bars never. It's always there. It's always open. Specific shout out to Rossi's Cash Only Bar, right at the edge of Lower Wacker.
That's where they filmed The Dark Knight Rises.
It's where I felt like I was. Yes, everybody I walked past was like, "Do you know they filmed The Dark Knight Rises down there?" I'm like, "I fucking know, everyone."
Yeah, I know.
By the way, Rossi's, impeccable structure you guys have going on in there. Just filthy, dark touch tunes on, though, at all times. So loud you can't hear yourself think. I also really like we have a 7-Eleven's beer cooler out in front of the bar that you walk up to and get your beer, bring it to the counter, pay for it, and then they open it for you. I don't know how that system's not being abused. I considered it multiple times. Amazing. Okay, you guys took so much of my money. The pizza, fine. I like Giordano's. I didn't like the other fucking place I went.
Luminati's is bad.
Yeah, Illuminati's dog shit. Too cakey. Giordano's very good.
Giordano's and Pequod's are my
Giordano's was very good. I got the margarita one, and in my mind I was like, now they're not going to cover it in cheese. Wrong. Or sauce. Wrong. Just covered in that shit anyway. But it was impeccable. Great time. Thank you, Chicago. I will only come back in the springtime when it is nice.
Yeah.
I think I have to go there again in December, so please send me your winter activities. Anything I can do that doesn't involve putting a gun to the roof of my mouth would be exceptional. I would also like to say, here's my other positive note. I've decided to be a ray of sunshine because I am horrible to be around. I got to stop doing that. So, fuck! Ray of sunshine, Greg is here, everyone. No problems. Oh, by the way, it's summertime, so please go get your Topo Chico tangerine with ginger extract, and drink 6 of these in a day like me.
Yup. Use discount code GORILLA for 0% off at the checkout.
How do we get a Topo Chico sponsorship?
I don't think we do. I don't think we do.
I want one.
We can try. We can ask.
We are still pouring ourselves out.
I'm still trying to get one of these fucking...
Do you think we could get a Blue Chew sponsorship?
We need a Blue
You
Chew...
need it.
We need a Blue Chew sponsorship. I like Blue... I like me little Blue Chew. I won't lie.
Use code GORILLA.
Gorilla Grip Dick. Code Gorilla Grip Dick at checkout for 20% off your entire order.
I would like to know, for how long can I maintain an erection?
How long
could I do it?
How long do you think you could? Over under?
Longest I've ever maintained is about an hour and a half.
Oh, impressive.
And it hurts by the
Impressive.
end.
Let's see Paul Allen's cock.
I don't know. How long have you ever maintained an erection, Chandran?
I don't know. I don't
We-
have. I don't know.
let's
I don't know
wrap
how
up
long
the-
my
let's
dick's
wrap
been
up
hard
this
for.
episode.
Until you
That's-
give us an answer, Austin.
That's insane. How
Let's
you
wrap
had
up.
an answer for that? Actually,
So, you can find Gorilla Radio Show
Nowhere.
at GorillaRadio.show.
at gorillaradio.show right now. We're figuring out the rest. Hopefully we have this figured out by the time
We're
this
still on
episode
Apple
comes out.
Podcasts. All right.
We're
so
still,
just go there.
We're still on Apple Podcasts. We're still on Patreon. Okay, I don't know if you know this, but our Patreon feed, if you subscribe to it,
Yes,
you get access to all of the public episodes.
and all the bonus episodes.
But-
and
Do
all
Do we have
the-
a free tier for that?
No.
Yeah,
well, I mean, yes, all of our public episodes after the 1-day early access period expires, it goes public to everyone.
Yeah.
So you can still watch all of our episodes.
You don't even have to
on that
subscribe
feed if you
on
want.
Go to the
Patreon.
world's worst media player, Patreon.
It is bad.
Yeah, it is bad, but
It is bad. But then, hey, you know what you can do? You can subscribe.
You can
to Patreon
subscribe.
You
just
can
for
subscribe.
$1.
And then you'll hear about all the conversations we have about Austin's cock.
hey,
He's holding his hand up in a
25%
really
off.
fruity way again.
yeah, Greg introduced some new benefits to the Patreon where you can buy.
I did. I don't know what they are anymore. Oh,
No,
there's
you
a
can
deal.
buy a year in advance, and you can get 25% off your first month with the code GORILLA.
Yep. You get discounts. You get all that type of good stuff. Use code Gorilla Grip Dick at checkout for 20% off your Patreon order.
That would be funny.
we
should
should have
do
made
that.
it. Yeah, make it Gorilla.
Have we gotten any more?
We have gotten.
It's code Gorilla for
we
real.
have gotten
though,
a couple upgrades.
We have?
Yeah.
God,
It's
these
like-
people want to fuck
we
us
do.
so
we
bad.
do. We do.
We've
love
been
all our
floating at
patrons.
$350 a month for quite some time now.
We love all.
I
our
know, it's
patrons.
really starting to
We
piss
love
me
talking
off
to y'all on the
because, like,
Discord, and
We were at like $400 a month.
Well, that was because we made the Cybersmith episode, and we're never making the Cybersmith episode again. We're never inviting that
Well,
freak back into our lives.
hold on.
Okay. Well, let's say goodbye to everyone.
Say
first.
goodbye. Goodbye. Fuck. All right.
Bye, everyone. Hopefully, we'll have our RSS feed figured out soon. But for now, check our socials: Gorilla__radio on Twitter, X.com, whatever you want to call it. and
Drop
Piss
us
Vortex-
$1 if you eat Austin from the back.
Piss Vortex on Twitter and Tumblr. I will be linking those.
Also,
I will be linking my podcast there. Trust me. So keep an eye out, folks. Bye bye, everyone.
Are you gonna say goodbye, Chandran?
Bye.
All right.
I may be a white boy, but I'm not stupid.